Welcome everybody to our last division of today here at Crescent City Ninja. This is our final qualifier of our first season at the Women's Ninja Association. I've got Jen right next to me. Jen, can you believe that this is our last qualifier?
Nope, not at all. Honestly, it flew by. I can't believe we're at the end.
We've been having one qualifier a month leading up until our finals in March, and I agree, it's been cool to see. We've just gotten to travel all over the world. Not yet. We got to travel all over the country. We got to experience Mardi Gras for the first time last night, and that was super awesome. So we're excited. We've got our adults and masters that are going to be taking on this course next, designed by Terry and the rest of the Crescent City Ninja team. We're super excited to be here now. In order to qualify for our Season 1 championships, they'll be running 2 courses today, a speed course, which you're gonna see shortly, and then a little longer, harder, more challenging tech course after that. Qualification for finals is gonna be determined by a combined score of both of these courses, and the top 5 from every division will be qualifying to our finals. If you haven't heard, that is a straight to Worlds qualifier now. Thank you to the World Ninja League for partnering with us for our Season 1 championships. Top 3 ladies in every division will be going straight to Season 11 Worlds, and the placements will bump down if any of our top 3 are already qualified to Worlds. So we're super grateful to the World Ninja League for partnering with us and allowing our ladies to have the opportunity to go straight to that stage in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's going to be June 18th through the 23rd. And our finals is going to be at Modus Ninjas in Missouri, Kansas City, in March 28th and 29th. And we are looking forward to all of our qualifiers meeting us out there. Now, the good news for all of our ladies today is that every single lady in our Masters and our adult division are going to be qualifying to finals. So congratulations by signing up and showing up. You are now qualified to the Women's Ninja Association finals. Our first runner of today is going to be one of our owners here at Crescent City Ninja. And
can I do the live stream?
we have, can you do the live stream? No. We have a little stipulation for Tara. She didn't want to sign up because she's like, well, I've been here, I help with the course and this and that. So Tara will be taking that 5th place spot overall. She's still going to be qualifying, which is fantastic, but because she's been here and been on the obstacles, she is volunteering to take that last place spot. So we're grateful that she's even going to come out and take that 5th place spot, that she's going to qualify and go to finals. We're excited to watch her run. She's going to be our first runner on both courses today. We've got 9 obstacles on our speed course. Big shout out to NinjaWorks being the premier timer of the Women's Ninja Association, keeping up with our obstacles, our timers, our everything in between. Thank you for working with us, making us look so professional. I cannot say enough amazing things about NinjaWorks. So thank you guys so much for being part of our first season of the Women's Ninja Association. And we're getting ready. She's queued up. Come on, Tara. All right. We're so excited. We convinced Tara to come out and compete today. She's going to be our first runner. We've got her husband on the sideline. Listen to the energy in here. It's so exciting. Everyone's excited that she's going to be competing, and she is off on the jazz squares. She's reaching over now to the Queen's Cruise, going her way across. Meg, Jen, and the Englands all in the same place. That's what I'm saying, Cal. It's a party here. And during Mardi Gras, hello. Tara's reaching out on our beignets and biceps, linking the dismount forward. She also decided about 10 minutes ago that she was going to compete. So she got about 10 minutes to warm up. And here she is being our first runner on the Marty Magnet. She's got to keep her feet up here. Just missed that dismount, but that's okay. She will get to keep going. She's not going to collect any more points, but she will get to continue on the course here. She's going across our hurricane. It's a wobbly bar named after a famous drink you can get here during Mardi Gras. Now she's on to the Bayou bars. She's pulling her way across. They've got 3 minutes total on this course. The obstacle names are, thank you, Cal. It was a combination of myself and ChatGPT. So we make a good team. She's pulling her way up the Crescent City climb. They do have to engage that cliffhanger in the middle. She's making her way down. She's gonna reach over there. Dismount there. Trust fall is up next. It's gonna have to lean those bars back. If you guys have ever been to Barbados, this is a one that we've got to do a couple times. It's very fun. Trusting your grip there as it falls backwards. She's got one more left to pull back. She's got it. She's just got to push herself over to that dismount. She's got to trust it. Getting some advice from her husband. She's got to push. Trust it. She's got it. Now she's up that warp 12. Hit that Ninja Works buzzer at the top of the wall. Great job to Tara. So glad. Cal, she is coming to finals. I don't know if Terry is. I think he's gonna have to stay back. The mic's on me. They can't hear what you're saying. Wait, repeat it again. What'd you say?
I said, that was Coach Tara. Y'all already know, big ups.
Yes, we love to see it. Tara will be coaching at finals as well, so we will be seeing her competing and coaching out at Modus at the end of March. So great first run. I personally think that the Masters and Adults division are like my favorite divisions of WNA. The best, there's always just like the most fun energy during the Adults and Masters. Like, it's, no matter what gym we go to, it's just the best time with these. And Crystal is off now, kicking her way through. Man, she is cruising. She is also incredibly fit, and I hope that I am as jacked and ripped as her when I am her age, because she is insane. Crystal's making her way through, gets over, just wants to take one more swing to make sure she's got that dismount. Now she's on to the Marty magnet obstacle. That ring is on a magnet. Just gonna reach, let it drop. We gotta keep our feet up and forward. Great job to Crystal. She's already looking a little wobbly before our hurricane obstacle. The balancing is on peg, so it won't fall, but it is a little weird feeling. Now she's pulling her way through the Bayou bars, looking for that red dismount. She's got Coach Tara out there coaching her through. Now we're on to Crescent City climb. They have to use those cliffhangers in the middle, making their way up, down on that descent, pulling her way through. Now we're on to truss ball. Making her way around. She's got to lean all the way back, lean that head back too. There it is. Gets it on her first try. Decides she doesn't need the ring. She's going to pull her way to the second one. She's got it. Now she just needs to push off and get that dismount. It always looks scarier from that perspective than it is. She's got the dismount though. She's got a minute left on the clock, climbing up the warp wall, making her way up. She's got to hit the buzzer. They're telling her to hit the buzzer. There it is. A 2-minute clear by Crystal. Great job. A finish for our Masters division. She should be very proud of that run. The energy in here is amazing. We've got Suzanne up next, coming all the way from Colorado to our last qualifier. We saw Suzanne at the MLab WNA last year, and it's really cool that she made the trip all the way out here. I know she lives a lot in the OCR world as well. Her and her daughter both do ninja together, so it's super cool that she came to Crescent City to compete and qualify at our last qualifier here, and she's looking smooth, goes right to the dismount. She's got to jump up now, goes to the side of the Marty magnet board, monkeying her way through. She's got to keep her feet up here, let that ring take her right to the platform. Great adjustment there. So on now to our wobbly hurricane. That's how you feel after you drink one of those. Monkeying her way now through the bayou bars, skipping bars. You can see that's an OCR athlete right there with the way she attacks those bars. Great pull strength from Suzanne. Pulling through, now she's got to go down the other side of the Crescent City climb, looking for that little dismount platform. She's got it. Moving on to trust fall. Great pull back, a lot of power. Doesn't need that ring in between. She's definitely done obstacles like this before. She looks so confident on here. She's got to push off to that dismount now. She can use her leg and just kind of jump. There it is. She's got to get up that wall. Looking for that buzzer here at the top, and that's going to be 1 minute and 27 seconds for Suzanne, putting her in first place right now for our Masters on Speed. Great run. We got some great dance moves out there too. We're having a great time in our adult Masters division. Reagan's going to be up next, followed by Lisa, and then we're going to have our adults run next. Reagan's just chalking up real quick right now. I want to make sure she's ready to go before she steps up on the course. Big shout out for this comp to both True Chalk and DGS Ninja. They gave some fun prizes for our ladies. Everybody's getting a True Chalk. Everybody's getting a fun little DGS warped wall, as well as DGS made some really cool Mardi Gras based obstacles. So we're going to see those later in our tech course. So thank you to True Chalk. Thank you to DGS. I'm sure there's a thrilling conversation going on there. Unfortunately, you can't hear them because the mic is on me. So we can make up what we think that they're saying from over here.
It's going to be more intelligent than what.
All right, we've got Reagan up next on the Masters course. She's ready at that starting line, getting that Ninja Works countdown. And Reagan is off, stepping her way through the jazz squares, pushing onto the Queen's Cruise. Wow, great push through that second ring. Making sure she's got control, reaches right away, reaching again. She's got one more bar here. That one's just slightly out of reach, but she laches with her legs forward, goes right to that dismount, making her way over to the Marty magnet. Great control out of Reagan on that ring. Making her way down. No problem, 2 steps on that hurricane. Onto the bayou bars. Great skips, making sure she's got a good grip. She swings her way through to the dismount. We are onto the Crescent City climb. I like that sideways approach on this obstacle. It allows you to kind of pull, but get a really good grip and reach as she's going up and already off and onto the trust fall. Little slip. She's able to hold on to it. Drops it back. The ring is in play. Help her get over to the other one. She's got one more to drop. Great pull back. She's looking for that dismount. She's got it. She's got to get up the wall now. There she goes. She's getting up the wall. That's going to be 1 minute and 21 seconds, putting her in first place right now at 1 minute and 21 seconds. It's the time to beat. These runs getting faster and faster with each one of our Masters competitors, and we love to see it. We've got one more Master left before we get our adults on the course. That's going to be Miss Lisa. world champion from the WNL, Masters female world champ. We saw WNL made a great post about her. We saw her at the Warrior Tech WNA as well, and she is going to show us how she earned that title, going right away, building up that swing. She's going to reach out. The thing I love about this speed course is nothing in this course is crazy challenging, but if you stay smooth and you practice those basic techniques, you're gonna have the most success on the speed course. That's how I personally think speed courses should be. I don't think they need to be crazy technical. I think they need to be smooth and fun. And she is already on now to the Bayou bars, swinging her way through. 2:20 on the clock. Looking for that dismount. There she is. All right, climbing her way up. This is gonna come down to the last few seconds, I think, to see who's gonna be our fastest one between Lisa and Reagan on the speed course. Great dismount. She's at 2 minutes right now. She's gonna have to move through this last obstacle if she wants to beat that time. Reagan put up a really good time. Sometimes our brain will get ahead of our body on a speed course. Let's see if she can do it. She's gonna have to go. She's gonna have to trust it. She's gotta go. 43, 42, it's gonna be close. 1:18. That's gonna be our fastest Masters finish by 3 seconds. 1:18 finish, wow. All right, we've got 3 adult females that are gonna be taking on the course as well before we switch over to our tech course. And the first one of those adult ladies is going to be Kristen. I'm loving the red and black vibes that she's got going on. We've seen Kristen in a few seasons of Ninja Warrior. Great athlete. She trains here at Crescent City as well, and she is already out of the gate moving. Reaches right away to that trapeze bar. Links through the dismount. Great hop down on that board. She's got to line her hips up here, past that plane. Goes right into the hurricane. She is not stopping here. She's got to make sure she stepped off the platform though. That's why we got to make sure we know the rules of the course, because sometimes, unfortunately, it's not a athletic skill, but sometimes it comes down to a rule of a course that you got to remember. And because she did step off of that shared platform, but that's okay. She's going to keep moving now. She's not letting that slow her down. She's on to trust fall. Pulling her way through. She's got to get a good pull back. Great work. Looking for that dismount. Good leap off. She's got it going up the 12-foot wall, hitting that buzzer. Great run out of Kristen. Great job. Unfortunate little misstep off the platform, but a very good run. She should be super proud of that, and we're going to see her later on the tech course as well. But now we've got Celeste up. Great control there already. Takes an extra swing just to be safe. She's monkeying her way through, throwing right through. Great technique and control on those trapeze bars. Reaching for that Marty Magnet, keeping those hips back. She is cruising through this course. Going up to the Bayou bars. Great Gibbons through. Wow. I'm very impressed by her technique here. Getting off to that dismount. She's on now to Crescent City climb. She is moving through this course. Leaning back, reaching up to that ring. She's got one more. There it is. She's got to trust that dismount, pushing back. Great job. She's got to get all the way up to that buzzer. 58 seconds. That is a sub-minute speed run by Celeste. Incredible job. I think that might be our first sub-minute run of the weekend. She should be very proud of that. Really good run by Celeste. All right, we've got our last adult female. This is Sarah. She's going to be stepping up. I've just learned that this is Sarah's first comp ever, and what a WNA is the one to do it. You've got such a great, encouraging environment of ladies. Convinced her to do this competition, and she looks great out there. For this being her first comp, I would have never guessed that if they wouldn't have told me. Matches on that bar just to be safe. Great control here. We got to build that swing up. We're going to have to Lachey. Gets it, goes right away, links the dismount. All right, Sarah, I see you. Swinging her way through. She's got to keep her feet up on this magnet bar. She's got it. She passed the plane. Now she's going to step her way across the wobbly hurricane bar, going right into the bayou bars here. She's moving smooth out here. She looks like a seasoned competitor the way that she's going across this course. Great pull. On now to the Crescent City climb. Going for that side-to-side approach. To me, I think that's the best way to get your reach and trust your grip. She does have to use that cliffhanger in the middle. Reaching across. There's a cliffhanger on the other side as well, but she doesn't need it. She's got to reach down, just making it to that dismount there. Great job. She's got plenty of time on the clock. Minute 35 seconds, a couple obstacles left between her and her first competition. And not only her first competition, this could be her first buzzer at her first competition. She's looking great out there. She just needs this dismount. Come on, Sarah. Yes, Sarah! She's got to get up the wall now. Get to that Ninja Works buzzer. Come on, Sarah. Get that knee up. First competition and first buzzer ever for Miss Sarah Langley. Wow. If they wouldn't have told me that this was her first comp ever, I would not have guessed that. That was an incredible run out of Sarah. Let's take a look over to our speed leaderboard now. We've got, so the reverse order for tech, or the run order for tech will be reverse of speed. So we're gonna have So we're gonna actually mix our masters and adults together based on their timing on that course. But it does look like Tara's still gonna be our first runner on the tech course. And then we'll have to look at what it looks like from there. But wow, I'm telling you, masters and adults are the best division of WNA every weekend. The vibes are always the best here with our adults and masters, and that's what we're looking for. We wanna encourage, you know, our older ladies, once you've gone through puberty, it's just not the same when you're competing. So it's really cool that they're just so encouraging and like loving of each other, and the room is on fire here, and we're super excited. Like I told you guys earlier, season 1 is a straight to World Ninja League qualifier. Big shout out to the World Ninja League for sponsoring our season 1 championships. If you would like the opportunity to sponsor the WNA finals, we are looking for sponsors, whether it's an obstacle, whether it's, you know, some money towards our prizes. All of the money that we get will be going towards prizes and funding our first season of WNA. So you can find more information on what each category of sponsorship is on our Instagram. You can reach out to us on Instagram, or you can email us if you are interested in sponsoring our finals. Big shout out to Ninja Works and the World Ninja League who are already sponsoring us, and you can be featured as well as one of our sponsors here. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna reset the course for tech. We are going to let the ladies go through their rules. They're gonna do their walkthrough. They're gonna have their own walkthrough to, you know, go through their course plan. And we will be back in, I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes or so with our masters and adults tech run. So go grab a snack if you want to, whatever you need, but don't go too far away because we will be right back. All right, guys, we are back with our adult and masters divisions here at our final qualifier, season 1, qualifier number 4 of the Women's Ninja Association. You guys saw these ladies take on our speed course already. They're coming back for more. They're gonna have another shot at a course here in our tech course. So as you guys saw, the speed course was 1 fall and your run is done. You can keep going, but you're not collecting any points. The tech course is a little different. We have a retry system here at the Women's Ninja Association. Every obstacle, they get 3 tries total per obstacle, not per entire course, per obstacle. The time will pause as the obstacle is being reset, and the retries will not count against your final score. So if you have 3 retries, but you're still the fastest finisher overall, you will be taking that first place spot on the tech course. Now, if we take a look at our leaderboard here, right now we have our speed course numbers in there. Everybody's got a number, and they also have a 0 as well. That 0 is going to be filled in with their tech course finish. You are looking for the lowest place total, the lowest combined score in order to take that first place spot. Now, let's say, for example, we're going to use our adult females here. Let's say Celeste, she got first on speed, and Sarah got second. If Sarah comes back and gets first on tech and Celeste gets second on tech, they will both have 3 points total. But because Sarah took that first place on tech, it is the tiebreaker, and that means that Sarah would be first place overall. So the tech course is the tiebreaker if we do have any place total ties today from our ladies. If you're looking for a way to get involved with the Women's Ninja Association, we are looking for sponsors for our finals. All of the money that's donated will be going straight into our season 1 finals, whether it's obstacles, paying out our finalists and our winners and everything. We have different tiers of sponsors, and if you want more information on each tier, you can head over to our Instagram. It's got some slides where you can read the tiers, and if you're interested in sponsoring, you can DM us on Instagram, or you can email us. Our email, we have a contact page on our website, or it's just info@womensninjaassociation.org. And we would love to have you partner with us. Shout out to NinjaWorks and World Ninja League for being our sponsors for finals already. We know that all of our ladies will be qualifying today because it is top 5. However, they are still looking for the best spot because that spot is going to give them a better run order at finals. So all of our first place finishers at our qualifiers will be running later at finals. So they want to try to get that best qualifying spot that they can. Lisa is already qualified as well. She qualified at Warrior Tech. You guys saw her earlier this season. All right, we're gonna get ready here in a second with our first runner. I was just looking at our Warrior Tech. So Lisa actually qualified in second. So if she can get first place today, she will actually get herself a better run order for our finals. So that's gonna give her something to work for. Oh, it's on. All right. Here we go, we're getting ready. Like we were saying earlier, Tara's going to be running the course. She did help with the course, but because we only had 4 masters signed up, we said, why not? She's going to be qualifying in that 5th place spot regardless of results. We're just happy to get another masters out here and to get her to finals at Modus to come coach some of her kids as well. Let's go, Tara. Her and her husband, Terry, have been just so, like, the most hospitable people. Been amazing hanging out with them. They took us to Mardi Gras last night, and we've had a great time here at Crescent City. And now Tara is off, stepping her way across the Hungry Caterpillar bar. No problem there. Moving on to beads in motion. We've got some rings here. She's going to be moving her way through. Everyone's screaming for her right now. We love to hear it. Now she's heading to our pop and hold lâché lane. We've got 3 out of these 4 obstacles were made by pop and hold. 2 of them were made for WNA specifically. You see that ball gown right there. That pink hold was at Dexterity at our last comp. And the butterfly at the end was at MLab last year, created for Jen. Sticks the landing. And she is on now to parade route. She's gonna step her way across. She's gotta go around the outside. She's gotta stick the landing. Oh, runs into the truss. They are not allowed to engage with that truss at all. They have to go around the outside and stick the landing on a blue landing platform. Let's see, she's gonna a little bit of a slower approach here. Oh, she almost had it. She can absolutely do. She's nervous with the jumping. We were talking about knee injuries at her house the other night, me with my ACL, and she had a meniscus injury, and she said jumping is still very scary to her. Go! Oh, she just steps off the side. Great job, though. She can keep going until her 5-minute time is up, and she's moving through over the bayou. Using all these rings in the wall, making sure she doesn't touch down on the bayou. Then we've got Bourbon Street balance. Very wobbly, very unstable quad steps here on the mat. The masters are allowed to use their hands. The adults are not allowed to use their hands. Now on to gator grip. It's gonna make her way through these cliffhangers here. The first 2 are kind of like VLs flipped upside down, so they got a nice juggy grip to them. Next ones are more like regular cliffhangers. Then the last ones are kind of like a shower bar. You can really get your hand, you can go for that switch grip like we see Tara doing here. Pulling her way through. She is moving on to jazz hands, another grippy obstacle. We got some cannonballs, some bowls here to make her way using her hands. I like the name because you kind of like open your hand up like a jazz hand when you're reaching around the cannonballs and everything. Had a lot of fun with this course. Tara's making her way through. She's almost there. She needs 1 more cannonball to get to that dismount. Great job, sticks it. Now this one is twirly birds. We were told this was a most wanted obstacle that they put it up, like, I think Terry said their first competition here at Crescent City. And ever since then, the kids have been like, can we do twirly birds? Can you put up twirly birds? So he brought it back a couple years later. We are on to this one is very, like, deceptively weird. So those rings are on fidget spinners. So you can't just do it like a normal ring here. You have to be patient. Great, she's been coaching girls all weekend on how to do it, and she is showing us now that forward and backward swing. She only needs 1 more here. Great job out of Tara. She was coaching my girls this weekend too, trying to get them through that obstacle. So huge shout out to her for helping us out as well. She's got 1 obstacle left. These are the DGS, Joker, and Jester. The Joker is the first one you see on the bearing here, this cool Mardi Gras masks. And the Jester is the one that's hanging. They can use the green slots on the Joker, and they have to use the purple slots on the Jester. Just getting some coaching from her husband. Oh, just misses the slots. They're gonna tell her to go ahead and swing up. She's gonna get a boost from Terry, get some uppies there. Now she's kicking her way through. She's gonna hit that Ninja Works buzzer and finish out her tech course. Great job to Tara. So glad that she decided last minute to sign up, get out here on our tech course, and that does mean she is qualified and going to finals at Modus later this year in a little over a month. Great run, great job, especially for signing up last minute, you know. She did a fabulous job. All right, we're mixing our adults and masters together for this wave based on how they did on their tech course. So Kristen is going to be our next runner. She did have a little early exit. She just kind of forgot where she was going and stepped off of a shared platform, and unfortunately on a speed course. That does end your run, but we're going to see what she is made of. She's incredibly strong, a brick house out here, and she is off on our tech course. Great skips here on the beads in motion. Swinging her way through. Running over to the pop and hold. We've got the gamer as the first obstacle here. Wow, great links there. Very impressive that she kept her body moving all the way across that. Goes too far. Does not hit the truss though. She pulls. She's so close. She can also back up if she needs to get more of a running into it. She doesn't want to use her retry. She can reset as long as she doesn't touch the ground. There it is. If she pulls, oh, she's got to trust the pull off of that tornado bar. Definitely weird. I think when we watch at home or we watch like behind a camera, we're like, oh, why didn't she go? But when you're physically on the obstacle and you're looking down at that platform, it is a very different feeling. And she gets it super speedy her second time through. That's why we love the retries. Gives our ladies another chance to get through these obstacles, doing that side to side. She is over the bayou. She's not allowed to use hands on this Bourbon Street balance. Keeping that chest forward. She gets it through her first try onto gator, grip, series of cliffhangers, rings, and shower bars. Didn't even use the ring, just laissez through. I think they may not be allowed to use the ring there. You know, I should probably listen when they do rules. But she, no problem there, swinging her way through jazz hands. 3 minutes left on the clock, and she's already on to twirly birds. Oh. There are two approaches you can do. I tried that approach earlier, where you just kind of like swing through. And it really jolts your body. Like it jolted my shoulder, and it's doable, but you just have to be ready for it to take you around in like a weird way. I think the way that we saw Tara do it previously was really smooth. It just takes a little bit longer to build that swing up. And now we're gonna see her go for that approach. There it is. Going for like a little bit more of a diagonal approach, and she's got it. We are on now to the last laugh with our DGS, Joker and Jester. She's got to get into those purple slots. She does have 3 tries on this obstacle. If I were her, I would lead out with one hand. Oh! Spun off the side of the Joker. You can tell she's a little tired. You know, this is obstacle 10 for her. And she spent a lot of time, too, on that tornado bar, so you know she's got to be feeling it. Try number 2 here. She needs to get her swing in line. Leading out. Oh, I think she's leading out too soon. It's almost like she's trying to static it, where you can do a little lead out, but you need to bring your other hand with you. A lot of times, you know, well, in the ninja world, we call that like a quick 1-2 motion. So I think she needs to make sure that she gets her hips lined up directly behind her. When you swing on things like that on a bearing, sometimes your swing does get a little wonky. So she's got plenty of time. She wants to take a little rest, recover a little bit before she gets on her last try on this obstacle. Attempt number 3. Everyone's telling her to kind of relax. She's got plenty of time here. Yes! Gets it her third try. And that is why. Oh no! Oh, it hit the buzzer! Yes! There it is! Oh my gosh! Is able to hold on in that backswing and not let her hand slip out the first time she hit the buzzer. Gets it her second try. Great fight out of Kristen. That is why we love the retry system, because it allows our ladies to have those extra tries here, making sure they get all the way to that buzzer, and she should be very proud of that run. Fantastic job, full clear by Kristen, coming down to that last try. All right, we've got Crystal up next.
Come on, Chris.
Our next Masters female stepping her way across the Hungry Caterpillar. Moving on to beads in motion. These rings are pretty close together. I feel like if you use every single one, it does send you in like a kind of a wonky swing, but decides to skip the last couple, and now she is moving on to pop and hold. Gets onto that second hold there. She can use any part of that ball gown, reaches into the middle, reaches to that pop and hold butterfly. That's from our M-Lab comp that we had. She's got it, and now she is going to be stepping across the parade route. A lot of times when they attack this obstacle, they try to go through it instead of around it.
Oh my Jesus.
But she had a little bit too much speed there. Gonna have to take a retry there because she did touch that blue truss on the side. Try number 2. I think she might have had attacked it like too much there. She can just go now. There it is. Gets it her second try. She's gonna make her way to the black. Great job out of Crystal. You know she's gotta feel good now that she's through that obstacle. Moving on to Over the Bayou. I think spider wall, besides like quick agility balance, I think spider wall might be up there with my least favorite obstacle. I think I'd have terrible hip mobility. She has got it no problem. Hands are allowed for our masters on our Bourbon Street balance. And she is moving on to gator grip, and that ring is now back in play for the masters. That ring is not in play for the adults from cliffhanger to shower bar. Looking super strong out here. She's got trying to fight that forward and backwards motion. She wants to get more of a side-to-side motion here, because that forward and back can peel you off of a cliffhanger when you are only using your fingertips. She gets it on her first try, 2:50 on the clock. Moving on to jazz hands. Getting some chalk. Plenty of time left on the clock. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Making her way through. Really good one-arm grip here out of Crystal. Being able to pull her way through. Great job. All right, we've got twirly birds up now. I think one of my favorite things just about Ninja in general is like how many different techniques we see on a single obstacle. Like we have seen so many different ways for this obstacle to be done successfully this weekend. We've seen the tiniest girls compete it. We've seen the tallest girls, and it's cool to see everybody has their own unique way of getting through an obstacle. So Crystal's gonna reset and kind of think through the way she wants to do this one. I see Tracy in the chat. This course looks so fun. We agree. This is honestly such a fun course designed by Terry and the Crescent City Ninja team. And Crystal is making her way through. One obstacle left, 1 minute and 23 seconds to get through the Jester and Joker here. The last lap for our ladies to get up to that buzzer. She's got her hand in the Joker mask. They do have to use the slots on the Jester. We had to throw something challenging in here for the ladies. Oh! It looked like she kind of just like pushed it instead of flattening her hands and putting it into the slots. It looked like she kind of just pushed it, gave it a high five out of the way. So if she can lead out with one hand and really flatten it into that slot, I think she's going to have the most success. But attempt number 2 here for Crystal. Squaring her body up, making sure she aligns her hips. Oh! Gets one hand in, but isn't able to hold on. She does get one more try on this obstacle. She's got plenty of time left on the clock, too. She can do this. Goes right away for attempt number 3. You know she's got to be feeling it at this point in her course. Keep the body straight. Oh, she's got to line her hips up here. Oh, just misses the grab. That's going to do it for Crystal's run, but amazing job. They ask her if she wants to get up and hit the buzzer anyway, but great run out of Crystal, great fight using those retries. Comes down to that last one. She should be very proud of that run there. That's going to put her in first place on the tech course right now for the Masters. And that's going to put her in second place overall as we head into our next adult runner. It's going to be Sarah. And again, this is her first comp, and she absolutely crushed it with a full clear on the speed course. Stepping her way across the Hungry Caterpillar. Getting your hand on those beads in motion. We saw a lot of beads in motion last night. Our first experience in Mardi Gras. I've never seen so many things thrown into the street before. It was very fun. I got a lot of fun stuff to take home with me in my suitcase. And Sarah's on now to pop and hold. She's got the gamer in her hand. It's gonna lâcher forward to our eye hold. Great job. Now she's got to reach her hand into the slot. She does have to make this dismount. She's got to stick it as well. She's got it. Great job out of Sarah. Now this one's a little tricky on our parade route. She's got to make her way around the corner. Gets her. Oh my gosh. First try for Sarah. Wow. You can see a little bit of shaky there. That's how I feel whenever I'm on a balance obstacle too. No matter how many years I've been doing Ninja, I still get shaky on static balance, you know, like slow balance like that. She is over the bayou. She cannot use her hands on this obstacle. She's in the adult division. She's got to stay in the middle. Oh, slides back. That's okay though. She knows what it feels like. She does get another attempt here. This one's weird without hands. Those are very squishy. She's got one more. Great job. She just got to get up. She can use the truss. And now we're moving on to gator grip. On the other side of those boards are some cliffhangers. You can't really see it from this angle, but there are cliffhangers. She is not allowed to use the ring, so she does have to throw from the cliffhanger. Either throw or big reach over to the shower bar. Gets it on a span. Wow. She fought for that, and she's got it. I still cannot believe that this is her first competition ever, because she is cruising through this course. Only used one retry so far on that Bourbon Street balance. Eyeing up Jazz hands. Going for that match. Let's see if she's going to use the bowl here. One-arm grip is no joke. I think that's the thing that people don't realize when they don't do ninja. How difficult, even on a ring, it is to hold yourself by one single arm while you're traversing through an obstacle. And she is looking great out here. She just needs the dismount. Already on to Twirly Bird. Wow, I'm very impressed here by Sarah. I'm really glad they convinced her to sign up for WNA. She just looks great out here. Now this one is another weird techie body control obstacle. She's going for that forward and backwards approach here. Gotta reach. Gets the first one. She needs one more ring here. Let's see what she's gonna go forward here. Gets the next ring. Okay, Sarah. Gets the dismount. Wow. You know she's tired out here. I really think one of the only ways to build competition endurance is to compete on obstacles. And you know, when it's your first couple, you guys all know what it feels like if you've competed, when you get into a long course like this and you're tired. She's got a minute left on the clock, but we want to see Sarah get her second buzzer today at our last WNA qualifier. She's reached in. She's got the grit on her face. You know she's feeling it here. Oh, she's feeling it. Oh, good catch. That one, I don't think they're going to be able to span it. I think it's just too far away. But, you know, she is fighting with everything she has out here. You know she feels tired. She is determined, though, to not give up, to get into that DGS Jester mask. Oh, just exhausted out here. One more try on our last obstacle. Seven seconds left. Still, she should be so incredibly proud of herself on this run. Her first competition, we got a clear from her on speed. She made it all the way to the last obstacle on tech. So proud of Sarah making her way out here. Great job. That's gonna put her in second place on speed and second place overall with one adult female left to run. We're gonna see at the end. We have a couple masters up next. All right, we've got Suzanne stepping up to the starting platform all the way out from Colorado. Suzanne came to our M-Lab comp last April with her daughter, and she's been very just supportive and a huge cheerleader for the Women's Ninja Association since then. And we're really grateful that she made the trip all the way out here to qualify and compete for our first season. Great 1-2 Lachey, reaching in. Does have to go into the slots on the last one. Falling into the next obstacle. Wow, amazing approach by Suzanne. That's the smoothest we have seen anybody do that obstacle so far. Got a little bit of a slippery shoe there. Gets her way. They are allowed to use their hands on this obstacle if they need it. But she is cruising. She's looking very confident out here as she is approaching gator grip. I love that all the mats here are blue as well, because it's kind of like you don't want to fall into the water and the gators. She is cruising. She's got 3:46 on the clock and only 3 obstacles left. Great run so far out of Suzanne. Suzanne, I would definitely say, is a grip athlete. She's very strong, has a lot of endurance. She's showing it here on tech as she is already on to twirly birds. No retries used so far. Looking for that side to side. I think the match on that ring when you do that side to side is very important because that thing jerks you around when you go for like a regular ring swing like that. And she is already on to the last obstacle with 3 minutes left on the clock. She's got her hands on the joker. She just needs this Jester Lachey. She's got to line her hips up the way she wants them to go. Gets her hands on the slot first try. She's just got to get that buzzer to go off now. Full clear, no retries. 2 minutes and 10 seconds out of Suzanne. Absolutely incredible run. Wow. First place on tech and first place overall right now for our Masters division. Super, super strong run. Wow, I think Reagan and Lisa are gonna, they're gonna have to work hard to follow that one up. Suzanne put up a great time for them to chase. And when you are one of the earlier runners, you do have to put up a solid run and give the runners behind you a little run for their money. All right, our next Masters runner, we've got Reagan stepping up and off on our tech course. Both Reagan and Lisa are gonna have to really move if they're gonna try to get a clean, fast run, chasing Suzanne's time, and Reagan's looking strong so far out of the gate. Oh, just misses her hand on that first eye. But she's gonna get a retry here. The clock is counting back down, and she is going for attempt number 2. Gets it her second try. She's gonna reach into that pop and hold ball gown. We saw those made for dexterity. We saw the butterflies at M Lab. Thank you so much to Pop and Hold and all of their support for the Women's Ninja Association. Right away, very smooth across that tornado, diving to the platform. Moving on to over the bayou. Getting right away, pushing over. Opting so far not to use her hands. Oh, but I was about to say she's a little too far over to the side. You have to stay in the middle of those quad steps or they will tilt over like that. Try number 2. She's trying to move quick enough to get a faster time than Suzanne, and sometimes when we're trying to push the pace like that, it can cause us to make little mistakes. But that's okay. She is still moving. 3:40 on the clock. That ring is in play for our Masters. A little slip off the ring, but she's still moving across those shower bars back there. She's got it. Moving on to jazz hands. Easy work so far on those cannonballs. Oh, she's got to open her hand up. If she swings big enough, she could probably reach out to the last one as well. She doesn't want to wait for that one to slow down. She times it, gets her hand on that last one, and she just got to stick the landing here. Gets the dismount. 2:52 on the clock on Twirly Bird. Let's see the approach that Reagan chooses on this obstacle. Goes for the regular ring approach, riding that Twirly Bird around, getting all the way over, no problem. Final obstacle here, the last laugh for Reagan, facing the DGS, Joker, and Jester obstacles. Using the masks on these two Mardi Gras obstacles. Gets her hands in the first one. She just needs the lachey. She does have to use the slots here. Trying to get her to straighten her swing out. Gets her hands. You can see Jen is super excited there. She just needs to get up to that Ninja Works timer. slamming it, making sure it goes off, and a full clear from Reagan with a big, excited hug from Suzanne. We love to see all of the women supporting each other at WNA. That is what it's all about right there. Even though those two ladies are competing against each other, they're just cheering on each other, super excited. That puts her in second in tech, and that puts her in second overall right now. And Lisa's got her work cut out for her. She wants to take that first place win here. All right, I believe she can actually get second and still have less points than Suzanne, because Suzanne's combined total is 3. If Lisa gets second, then that would give her a combined total of 2. Uh-oh, Lisa. Little foot slip there. Come on, Lisa. She said she's not a big fan of balance. It's fine, the retries don't count against her, just a little bit of a time. And she's already on to beads in motion. So, like I was saying, if she takes second place, she still will get first overall because she will have a combined total of 3. So let's see. But you know she wants that first place sweep. You know she wants first place on every obstacle. She's got to reach into that pop and hold ball gown, reaching over to the butterfly. She's running across parade routes. These masters have figured out this obstacle. I'm impressed. This is the smoothest we have seen this obstacle all weekend so far as our masters division. These ladies are strong. She's got to stay in the middle of this while she pushes over to the next one. Great job so far. She's got a nice army of people cheering and coaching her on over there. We love to see it. Got cliffhangers on the back there. The ring is in play for the Masters. There's a shower bar for her to pull up to on the other side. She's clear on that. 3:37 on the clock. On our jazz hands. Skipping the bowl. She's got to trust her grip here on those cannonballs. Her hands are looking a little slippery. Using that last cannonball to make sure she gets over to the dismount. And she is moving on to Twirly Bird. Let's see what technique she's going to choose on here. Ooh, she barely gets that second ring, but she gets it in her hand. 3 minutes exactly on the clock as she is on to the last laugh. Let's see what she's got here. Reach, whoa. Not sure what happened. She reached for something wrong. Everyone's telling her, reach for the green. She's got a lot of people in her ear. She's got to control her hips on the swing here. Oh, just misses. When you let go with that one hand too soon, it kind of turns your body in a weird way. So I do agree that you want to lead out with one hand, but maybe a little bit later. You know she wants that buzzer. She's got the Mardi Gras shorts on to match the Mardi Gras DGS obstacle. All right, she's got to let her swing get under control here first. She's got to trust her swing. We need a little bit more power here. There it is. No, she's letting go too soon. She's letting go too soon and trying to almost like static out, and that's causing her to peel on the joker as she's trying to reach over to the jester. She needs to hold on a little bit longer before she does that lead out. Reaching into the first one. Yes! Gets it her third try. The crowd is going absolutely crazy. And a full clear and a backwards fall. Oh my gosh. That's what it's about here at WNA, is that right there. We love to see it. Everybody is attacking her right now with hugs. We love to see it. Amazing. That does put her in third place though on tech, and that does mean she will be getting third place overall because that tech course does determine the winner. Great job though. She really, really fought for that one. She does have a second place finish at Warrior Tech, so she will be going with that second place run order. But really good fight out of Lisa. I agree with Renata. Exciting finish to the Masters. That's why we love the retry system, and we are on to our final runner of the day. Celeste put up a 58-second time earlier in the speed, our only sub-minute time so far of the weekend. Very impressive. And now she is pulling her way through. She's on now to pop and hold. She's on the gamer. If we could get a little bit closer in our camera. There we go. Running across. Try to trust that jump and that. Oh, not fast enough there. She does need a little bit more speed into that bar. She should have watched our Masters do it. They are the smoothest I have seen on this obstacle. They're incredible. There it is. Leans. Oh, just gets off to the side. Getting some advice there. She gets one more try on this obstacle. Oh, go back to the Bosu. She can go all the way back to the platform if she wants to. She just has to stay on the platform. There it is! And she is through her third try. We love to see it. Wow. I never know like what to say in those. I just want to hold my breath and hope they make it through. Now she is moving because she knows if she wants to get a first place time, she's got to move over to that buzzer. Great job. That ring is out of play. She does have to lâcher across or reach just like that. Gibbonsing her way over the shower bars onto Jazz Hand. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. She made up a lot of time after using 2 tries, or on, I guess 3 tries, on that parade route. Skipping. Oh, stakes the landing. That is a shared platform. Onto Twirly Birds. Let's see what approach we're going to see Celeste. Celeste is going to go with that forward and backwards approach. Takes a little bit longer, but I feel like you can successfully and gracefully reach over to those rings. Looking so smooth out here. 2:52 on the clock. On to the last lap. We got to face the Joker and the Jester by DGS, our Mardi Gras mask. Such a fun last obstacle. All right, she's got to line her hips up. Wow, oh my gosh, I was about to say she was sideways there when she let go of the Joker, and she almost was able to save it, but you could hear, it kind of sounded like she got her hand in one and kind of like smacked the other with her fingers. That sound of the hands on the wood. But now she's gonna get another attempt here. Come on, camera. She's got her hand going right. Oh, yes, that was a very impressive lead out. She swung through on one arm, looking for that buzzer, and that's going to be a full clear in 2:45 for Celeste, putting her in first place on the tech course. 2 clears out of Celeste, first place overall for our adult ladies, and that's going to do it for this division. I can't say it like enough. The adults and masters are my absolute favorite division at WNA. There's always so much energy for these ladies. They're just the way that they cheer each other on, they coach each other. Everyone in the room is just so excited for them. And if we're looking now, everyone will be qualifying to finals. Celeste and Suzanne are taking those first place qualifying spots. We've got Kristen and Sarah in second and third. Then we've got Reagan, Lisa, Crystal, and Tara in those last spots. Everyone will be qualifying. Again, that tech course does determine those tiebreakers because we see all Of our first, second, and third masters, they all have 4 points, but the placement on tech course is what matters the most for those ties. So great job to all of our masters, everyone this weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for day one. Big shout out to NinjaWorks for all of their help with us, keeping up with our courses, our retries, everything in between, our timing, our timers, our overlays, making us look good here on our live stream. Thank you to NinjaWorks. And if you don't, or if you've forgotten already, Season 1 Championships is a straight to Worlds qualifier for the WNL. So those top 3 spots that are going to be qualifying straight to Worlds, 4th through 6th place, will be qualifying to their respective regionals as well. So big shout out to the World Ninja League and their partnership with us this season. If you're interested in partnering and being a sponsor of the Women's Ninja Association, head over to our Instagram or send us an email for more information. You can read more about all of our sponsorship opportunities as well. Thank you again to NinjaWorks and World Ninja League for being partners and sponsors with us for our finals this year. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us from Crescent City, our final qualifier of our very first season with the Women's Ninja Association. We will be back tomorrow morning with our teens and young adults, followed by our elites. From everyone here at WNA, I am Megan Budway, founder and director, alongside Jen Sanders, our course director, and we will see you guys tomorrow.